A lot of positive energy in the room because Chance the Rapper is here with me.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
I'm good. It's like family when you're in the room, right?
That's how I feel. We were just talking about that.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure to celebrate you and who you represent. Of course, Chicago, you do it well. You never embarrass us.
No, I appreciate that. I try not to.
You never embarrass us. I remember you was with me. I think it was 2019. Your dad said, and I believe I was the first gospel station that you had interviewed with, and then that viral moment when you were with us on 79th Street in Racine at St. Sabina, when you just broke out into a shout. We didn't see that coming, Chance.
I think everybody was like, we need to have a shout moment. Let's get very Baptist right. Everybody started doing it, and I was like, Jonathan McReynolds doing it. I might as well join in on this. But what a great moment. I feel like we were just talking about it. It's like right down the street from our old house. We grew up on 79th and like right off Independence, but like we used to come over that way all the time to go like White Castles and stuff. But it was just a cool thing being able to like see all these people at different age groups like coming to enjoy like a peaceful 79th Street gospel inspired like outdoor. It was really like a party, like an outdoor festival type thing. You know what I mean? And like I think the more you see of that and the more you like bring that back and normalize it, it just keeps happening.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I saw you on The Voice. You did a great job.
Oh, thanks, man.
Did you have fun doing it?
I did. I had a really good... here's the thing. Like, I didn't know what to expect, right? Because it's very out of my wheelhouse. Yeah, I'm just like... I'm more like... I love making music and I love working with artists and helping artists. But, like, anytime you get on camera, you just act a little bit different. So it's just like... It's like you want to be genuine and sincere, but you don't know how it's going to work out once you get on a television show. And I was really, really lucky and really blessed to be able to come into a show that does take that kind of stuff seriously. And so I really got to coach. We say coach on the show instead of judge. We got to coach these people, and just like I got to meet so many super talented, not even just the vocalists on the show, but the band that works on the show is one of the greatest TV bands ever. And like, my homie Peter Cottontail, who I won Grammys with, who did Coloring Book and all my other music. He was able to come in and kind of assist music direct on the show. Like my homie Reese wrote one of the funniest sketches of the season. Like they were really open to us just coming in and doing our thing. And so we got to make the season really fun. And I really love Kelly Clarkson. She's a really good person and just like cool, like somebody you could talk to. And it was just dope. It was all in all, you could tell I'm talking about it's like camp because it's done now, and it's like like
I got it.
Now we're here. Now
I love that side of you because of course we know you as Chance the Rapper, but we saw the production side of you, we saw the artistic side of you, with your critiques and your coaching, I should say, and I think the world saw another side of you and how talented you are even beyond what you do, with your own music.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, it was a good. I really love the arrangement part of it. I really like when you get to like reimagine a song or like cover a song in a different way. And all these artists are so dope and like have so many, tendencies to lean in certain directions that if you give them a song that they don't really know, but they put their own spin on it, or you take one of their familiar songs and you make it, palatable or whatever, like it's like it's a whole new creation now.
Well, you have so much influence. Like wherever you step, like the influence is huge. Even when we saw your concert, when it sold out on the first day, what is it? The acid rap.
The acid rap anniversary.
You got to pull me in on that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So before I made Coloring Book, I had a project called Acid Rap in like 2013.
Okay.
And that was like what really put me out there on the scene. It was it wasn't my first mixtape. It's my second mixtape, but it was the first time that like I did my first headlining tour of my own. Before that, I was always opening. Like, it's the first time, like, I had, I just had a lot of opportunities open up for me off of this project. And a lot of people, it was like a very underground, like, a lot of college kids listened to this album.
I see. Okay.
And it was the precursor for Coloring Book and kind of, like, just put me in a position as an artist with a fandom. Like, that's what it really created. I created a fan base off of that. And so... those people are the people that propelled me to the space to be able to like have Coloring Book be as successful as it was. And so it celebrates 10 years this year.
That's
and
incredible,
a lot of people really, really love that project, and I hear all these stories. I'm hearing so many stories from people come up to me now and they're like, I was 8 years old when I listened to that. I'm like, that's crazy. Like I would have never thought that like for one, that people that young were listening to me, because I think I was 18 when I made it, or 19 when I made it.
Okay.
And but like the fact that it also permeated to the point that like those people grew up with the project,
right,
and they feel like it's a part of their, you know, childhood or their identity or whatever. But all those experiences is what leads up to something like a show like that, United Instead of Selling Out in Seconds.
Cool. So, so based on the math, when you said, so are you turned 30 this year?
I just turned 30. I just turned 30.
That's
like,
crazy.
Very recently, yeah.
And
well, I feel like I've been 30 for a long time, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I had my first child right after I made coloring books, so right before I made coloring books. So I've being a dad and like like that just like kind of ages you a little bit, and I think I don't know. I just feel it didn't feel as like, you know, definite as I thought it would. I thought I was gonna wake up and have like a full beard and like a deeper voice, and like it didn't work like that.
Right. But the influence that you have on young people, you know, you are married, your music, the success of your career, and then what you do with social works, like you give back to the community. Like you're not just this artist that's, you know, to be out there to be seen, or this is my brand, but you're doing something to impact and change the community, which would set you apart from so many.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I think the social works thing has been like, it's so cool and so like humbling to see, because it is something that started off as like a small idea based out of the fact that we all had young mentorship when we were younger. So like myself, Vic Mensa, No Name, Nico Segal, there's so many artists that are like around my age that like went on to get nominated for Grammys. They're on MTV all the time. They've done huge concerts and festivals and stuff. We all went to the same after school program that this guy, Brother Mike, put together. And Brother Mike passed away in 2014, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And when he passed away, a lot of us came together and decided to start this program called Open Mic. And it was in dedication to him because he put us in an open mic program. But we started that series of like bringing kids from around the city to this open mic program, and all of us were like 21, 22. Wow, we weren't that far out of high school, but we wanted to do mentorship because that's how we got to where we were. And that idea and that program really birthed social works, and like a lot of those same people that were, you know, putting those open mics together are the people that, you know, we have so much programming now. We have the Warmest Winter, the Night at the Museum, the My State of Mind, obviously the CPS stuff we do. We got our, you know, Vacation Bible School. There's social works is like, you know, in all these different areas, providing mentorship, providing housing, providing scholarships, like all these different things. And what started as something where I was there every day, you know, like carrying stuff, hosting open mic, you know, driving people places, like it's now like I come in and I get updates on it, and and it's like sad a little bit because I wish I could be on top of it like I used to, but it's also like really empowering to see that like it's not about me, like this is something that really God is doing, like and working through all of us to build His kingdom and how He sees it, and that includes equity, and that includes you know, like people feeling heard and being advocated for. And so like I just always, whenever somebody brings up social works, I just want to shout out all the social works volunteers. I want to shout out the board of directors, the executive directors, everybody that makes it happen, because like they're really in the streets every day, like doing dope stuff.
We need more of you, because when you see the violence and that sort of thing, what you do, it makes a difference. So
for sure.
If we could get more of that, that would be incredible. But I don't want to hold you long because everybody wants to talk to Chance the Rapper. But I know, you know, you're connected to the gospel world. I mean, you're good friends with Kirk Franklin. I think I saw you on his Instagram, his IG Live or something. Y'all were doing something. Yeah. But you're a fan of gospel music, and the gospel artists love you.
A lot. I love the gospel community. I mean, I think this is the most important music, right? And there's so many other things that you could write about or sing about or talk about, but like the music with the most meaning and fervor and like story and truth to it is always going to be about the gospel of Jesus Christ. Amen. So when I get an opportunity to sit in rooms with creators like you and people that, you know, celebrate and hold up this music and this powerful message. I feel honored. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it feels purposeful.
Amen. So you didn't forget your foundation. That's important. Your parents brought you up well, sir.
Yeah, shout out to my parents. My dad in here right now.
It said train up a child in the way that he or she should go. And when they get old, they will not depart.
Yeah.
And you have not departed, sir.
Yeah.
To God be the glory. But wanted to celebrate you today. Thank you so much for coming by here. You mean a lot to Chicago. You mean a lot to me.
You mean a lot to me. I appreciate you always.
Yeah, always. Yeah. It's a great energy. Congratulations on your concert and your new album that's to come.
Yeah,
and you are one of Chicago's finest. So shout out to Chance the
Absolutely.
Rapper.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We love you. We love you, sir.